Albert Einstein, a German-born physicist who developed the special and general theories of relativity and won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921 for his explanation of the photoelectric effect, was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Württemberg, Germany, and died on April 18, 1955, in Princeton, New Jersey, in the United States. Most people agree that Einstein was the most important physicist of the 20th childhood and education. Einstein's parents were secular, middle-class Jews. His father, Hermann Einstein, was originally a Fethard salesman and later ran an electrochemical factory with moderate success. His mother, the former Pauline Koch, ran the family household. He had one sister, Maria, who went by the name Maya, born 2 years after Albert. Einstein would write that two wonders deeply affected his early years. The first was his encounter with a compass at age 5. He was mystified that invisible forces could deflect the needle. This would lead to a lifelong fascination with invisible forces. The second wonder came at age 12 when he discovered a book of geometry, which he devoured, calling it his sacred little geometry book. At the age of 12, Einstein developed a strong religious belief. He even wrote several songs in praise of God and chanted hymns while walking to school. But once he read science literature that went against his religious convictions, this started to change. This defiance of established power left a profound and enduring influence. Einstein frequently felt alienated and mistreated at the Luitpold Gymnasium by a Prussian-style educational structure that seemed to discourage innovation and creativity. He also received a comment from an instructor that he would never amount to anything. The young medical student Max Talmud, after known as Max Talmy, who frequently had supper in the Einstein home, had yet another significant impact on Einstein. Talmud took on the role of an impromptu teacher, presenting higher mathematics and philosophy to Einstein. Einstein's life had a significant turning point when he was 16 years old. He had been introduced to Aaron Bernstein's Naturwissenschaften Volksbücher 1867-68, popular books on physical scientific, a collection of children's science books in which the author imagined riding beside electricity as it moved over a telegraph line. What would a light beam look like if you could run alongside it? This was the thought that would preoccupy Einstein's mind for the next 10 years. The light beam should appear stationary if light were a wave, like an iceberg wave. He was aware of the paradox that stationary light waves had never been observed even as a young child. In addition, at that time, Einstein published his first scientific work, The Investigation of the State of Ether in Magnetic Fields. The recurrent failures of his father's business caused Einstein's education to be disrupted. After his business was unsuccessful in obtaining a significant contract to electrify the city of Munich in 1894, Hermann Einstein relocated to Milan to work with a relative. Einstein was left at a Munich boarding house with the intention of completing his studies. When Einstein turned 16 and faced the impending prospect of military service, he was miserable, alone, and repulsed by the idea. 6 months later, he fled and ended up on the doorstep of his shocked parents. His parents were aware of the serious issues he faced as a school dropout, draft evader, and unemployed person. His chances did not seem good.